have Toqenize right now, and we have the founder, Alex. Thanks for joining us, Alex, today, and could you give us a quick intro about yourself?
Well, hello everyone. Thank you for having me. It's really wonderful to be getting to learn a bit more about this community. I'm the founder of Toqenize, as you said. I'm based out of Paris in France. My background is mainly what it has been for a long time, marketing in asset management and real estate finance. I've worked 11 years for Société Générale or SocGen, which is one of the big four financial institutions in France. I was involved for quite a long time in the in-house incubator as a CMO for various early stage startups. Some of them you may know or heard of, like Trezor, Ford, Shine, Boursorama, and so on. I hold a master's degree in marketing and sustainable development and executive MBA, and I've been really passionate about leveraging blockchain to solve the problems of real world assets. I mean, I've discovered blockchain during the pandemic, and I was very, very, very curious and very excited about it. So I started after the pandemic to attend a lot of different events like European Blockchain Summit in Spain. I did Web Summit in Lisbon. I did Paris Blockchain, and that's how I started also to get involved within the RWA community through their presence at those different events. For the little story, I love the Hedera socks they give their stamps. They are really wonderful. I hope I can get another pair sometime soon. I'm not a technical guy per se, but because I've done a lot of website building, so I know a little bit of programming, enough to get around. And now with the AI, it seems really easy, but that's not my main. Well, that's not the main thing I do. But I'm also currently preparing the digital asset and MiCA certification from the European Federation of Financial Analysts. And the reason I'm doing that is because there's a lot of regulation in Europe around stablecoins, cryptocurrency, and so on and so forth. And this will help us get a MiCA license to operate and launch our stablecoins. So, in a nutshell, that's me. Well, thank you again for the opportunity. Very
cool how quick you were to dive so deeply into the crypto space, Alex, and we're very happy to have you here. Perfect ability, since you are the master Hedera investigator. I want to test you real quick. I want to see what do you know about Toqenize, because they've been on the radar for some time.
I think they're pretty sick. One thing that really caught my interest is that they had a pilot program with the Dutch cadastre and the French cadastre. So I think that's a pretty cool base to start up on.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. Alex, before we dive deeper into Toqenize, could you give us a quick elevator pitch as to what Toqenize is and what is your...
Yes, of course. Well, Toqenize is RWA Tokenization ecosystem. Well, I say ecosystem because we have included a continuous real-time auditing for real-world assets, starting, of course, with real estate. And the aim really is to solve the biggest barrier to adoption in this space, which is trust. And to do this, we're integrating some DePIN elements with decentralized oracles, and we're going to bring AI as well. And we're working also on a unique identification system for tokenization assets. So our goal is really to make real estate investment accessible and transparent and secure for enterprises and financial institutions. Basically, it's an environment in which we want to bring continuous audits for tokenized real estates, as well as decentralized verification, and ultimately that will enable to have an environment that is really secured and compliant.
It seems like compliance has been top of mind for a lot of people, and for the next few months probably we're going to continue to see a lot more transparency and understanding as to how you can build successful projects that employ tokenization, and it's going to be the floodgates might very well open at that point in time, and it's great that we are here today to build these transformative projects and set the basis for the future of Hedera. So could you give us a bit more, Alex, on the backstory of Toqenize and how did you get to the point where you are today?
Well, our story began really well over a year ago. We started building a real-world asset tokenization engine, and we, of course, Hedera. We started with Hedera, and then after it was easier because Hedera introduced the Hedera Tokenization Studio SDK, which makes things a little more straightforward. But at the time, we were focused on real estate tokenization, which is, as you know, a market with immense potential, but also significant challenges. And like many others in the space, we were inspired by the promise of blockchain to democratize access to real estate investments and unlock liquidity for traditionally illiquid assets. But as we got deeper into this, we hit a roadblock. We struggled to differentiate ourselves from other projects, like DigiShare or Realty, to name a few. So we tried various approaches, but nothing felt disruptive enough to truly stand out and attract the attention we needed from partners and accelerators, investors, and so on. So it was really a frustrating period because I wasn't sure which way to take Toqenize so that he would, have that differentiation, and that made me dig deeper and ask some questions on the existential question, if I can say that. Then I took a step back and asked myself, is there something that a problem within tokenization that would enable us to find a way to bring a very specific answer, something no one else is, at least not many people are doing. And I asked the question, is there such... The question that came to my mind was, why is there a lack of adoption in real estate tokenization, despite the enormous market it represents? And the answer was clear to me. It was trust. Because investors in real estate, whether traditional or blockchain-based, face the same fundamental concern. How do you guarantee that a tokenized property or land or whatever actually exists? How do you ensure that it's the building has not burned down or has not been foreclosed or repossessed or whatever? And these were really critical questions. And if they are left unanswered, it means that investors are not really, they lose actually confidence in the product. So this realization led me to the imagination that we need to bring a continuous real-time auditing, something that will address the trust issues, and this is exactly what we did. So we worked on this continuous real-time auditing engine for tokenized real estate with the aim to unify fragmented registries. So we started to look at what was being done in Europe, and I found out there are a few countries like France and the Netherlands and also the UK, quite a few who have a completely digitalized cadastre or property registration. But all this property registration do not communicate together. So they are fragmented, and they don't enable really to verify property data in real time. And therefore, that was the idea that I had, to find a way so that we can use decentralized oracles to ensure that compliance is automated and that we can bring this trust layer to real estate tokenization to give investors confidence, the confidence they need to participate in this emerging market. And the other thing I thought was also important was to introduce a unique identification number for each tokenized property, so that every time a property is tokenized, when we get the information from the land registry, we also provide them with an identification number. So that means that the property can be globally, we bring some interoperability to the property globally, so that it makes it easier to bring the property on the exchanges, no matter where it's located, in a way that also we help create an ecosystem for real estate tokenization. Today, really, we have, as I said, we have developed an MVP for the tokenization engine, which was quite easy because we're using all the Hedera tools. But now we need to focus on how to bring DePIN and AI to deal with all the path to unify all the different cadastre and enable to have all this information, and bring also validators who will help make sure that the data that's available within our platform is accurate and can be in real time audited. To help us also, I didn't mention that we are part of the Microsoft Startup Founders Hub, so that we have some resources to develop this on Azure, and we also in the MasterCard for Startup program, it's just mentoring and support, and they help us in terms of and how we can work with different financial institutions who are also interested in the product, because in terms of mortgages and loans for property, that's something that's interesting as well.
Wow, that's a lot, and I think that people can already gauge the amount of work that's happening behind the scenes at Toqenize. I'm personally very excited to get NFT, RWA loan on Bonzo Finance, potentially against my tokenized real estate asset on your platform, Alex. So it's very exciting times ahead when you think about the different money Legos that you can leverage and that are being actively built on chain on Hedera. I wanted to ask you now, since you are at this very important junction, and Toqenize is evolving into a DePIN project. There's a few other DePIN projects coming up on Hedera. There's popularly Neuron, Seal coin, also coming live on Hedera, which is related to Wisky. There's some exciting projects on the horizon, and we're very excited personally to learn about what Toqenize has been cooking. And to everybody who might be new joining the space here today, we're doing this HeadStartaThon to celebrate and get the community accustomed to the latest projects that are building on Hedera and are employing tokenization, which will launch in the next weeks and months on chain, on mainnet. It's a great time. Hedera has grown so much. The whole Web3 space has grown so much. There's a lot of fundamentally sound factors that should propagate the entire ecosystem a lot further in 2025, yet the sentiment has been relatively muted by the sideways action, and It's a great time for the community to know about the amazing projects and founders that are actively building on Hedera value-add projects such as yours, Alex. Could you tell us what are the plans for the next few weeks and months ahead for Tokenized, and what should the community expect?
Yeah, sure. Well, first of all, we'd like to launch a utility token. And that's something I've discussed already a bit with Headstarter. So this token that we want to launch will be used to reward validators who are going to participate in, the DePIN project to make sure the data, they contribute to the data, and it will also be enable users to cover fees on our platform, access discounts, and perhaps also redeem it for upcoming Europe-paid stablecoin that we are also working on. And so the second thing will be, of course, as I just mentioned, will be to introduce our market compliant stablecoin. So we've already, the stablecoin is already it's already been created in the Hedera stablecoin studio as an hybrid stablecoin, because it's backed both by real world assets and fiat. The idea was to bring stability, because we have a product that's appealing to real estate agents, to financial real estate financial institutions as regulators. So they want to have something that's stable in terms of also in terms of staking and collateralization that we will also have included in our platform. And we are looking very much to integrate all the AI and DePIN technologies to advance the platform beyond just tokenization, and we'll be also exploring other assets apart from real estate. And of course, the most important thing is securing fundings and grants so that we can take the project further. I must say I've been discussing with the HBAR Foundation for a few months. Is something that is still on standby, I guess. But we hope to be able to move forward on that. And that will be the other things that I would also be looking at is probably if we can get some resources from the community in terms of developers, a lot of technical help and guidance from the community. That's something I'll be looking forward to. Can you hear me, guys? I'm not sure. Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you. You went out for a little bit, but now you're back.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I think I was a bit off. Thanks for the full context there, Alex. I appreciate the information. Wanted to you did touch upon it, but wanted to quickly ask why do you think why did you find a home on Hedera, and why did you choose for Hedera the home for Tokenize the home to be Hedera?
Okay, well, several reasons, I would say. First, its hash graph consensus mechanism is really offers unparalleled speed, security, and scalability. And also, I really like the fact that it is it's the greenest network, because I mentioned earlier that I have a degree in marketing and sustainability, so it's very important to me to have this aspect as well. And it's probably the best environment for the critical real-time auditing and tokenization that Toqenize is tackling. Secondly, Hedera has low transaction fees, which makes it very cost effective, of course, for users, and especially when you have to deal with high value assets like real estate. And finally, I would say probably the regulatory friendly approach that aligns perfectly with our goals. And I know that in the Hedera governance body, there's a lot of industries, companies that which are the focus of our platform, because we are in a B2B environment. So I think it's a good environment, and I think most of all is that the Hedera ecosystem and the community have been incredibly supportive. I've had a lot of very good conversation with various people at various levels, and it's been very encouraging for me, and I think it really shares also the values and the vision that we have at Toqenize.
Is there any final words, any summary about Toqenize that you want to leave the community with today?
As I said, I would really welcome any feedback I can get, or anyone who wants to help in making Toqenize an actor to be reckoned with in the tokenization field. Feel free to contact me, and also if you'd like to be invited to when we're going to have a demo sometime in 6 or 8 weeks from now. If you'd like to be invited, just drop me just drop a message, and I'll make sure that you get an invitation.